Hi Leo, I'm finally here with your reading, with your mid-year check-in. So this goes from July to the end of December, maybe even a little bit in the beginning of 2023. This is a spread that is based on this spread created by Carrie Paris. You can find that on her website. I will put the name here when I edit this. The spread is just, what your guides want you to know. It is really the issue here. This middle card, 3 middle cards really speak of the issues, especially the middle card. It's really the big energy that is present for you, which for you is beautiful because it's the sun. I'll pull the cards in. Now, bear with me because I have to do a lot of cards here and you cannot always see them, but I will pull them up one by one in the camera. If you want more of these readings, free readings, full readings, you can find them on this channel here on YouTube. You can also find short readings on my TikTok. Okay, on TikTok I will put some excerpts from here as well. So excerpts, full readings here, excerpts over there. Okay, let's start this reading here. Leo, let's start with the sun. This is really your message for the next part of the year. And the message that your guides want you to know is that yourself shine. It's as easy as that. Come out of hiding, do what you are born to do. And that is for every Leo, it will be different. Now, a caveat here, this reading is for whoever is Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. Now, if you are Leo Sun and you say, no, I don't resonate with this reading, go and have a look at your own rising sign reading or your own moon sign reading. Sometimes you resonate better with those. And also know that the cards are just indications of potential energy there. They are not something that is set in stone, that can't be changed. And that will not be changed, or that will never shift. That's not how the cards work. That's not what they want to do for you. They want you to give some guidance in this moment, and that energy will be present for you to use to help you through things, to overcome things, to help you make choices and decisions throughout the next part of the year. But that doesn't mean that sometimes this energy will shift according to some decisions, choices, or turns you take. But the sun is really a beautiful card. It speaks of success, things you'll be successful in, things you you have been working on for a long time, and finally you will see the success coming in. The hard work is being rewarded. But also it speaks of the thing about Leo is Leo should be showing themselves. That is what a Leo Sun is striving for. What a Leo Moon needs is a little bit different, but a Leo Sun for sure, they need to be acknowledged. And that's not like arrogance, or that has nothing to do with selfishness. It's just, the acknowledgement is sometimes needed, and you are going to step in the sunlight, and that's what your guides ask you to do, because if you keep on hiding, nobody's going to be able to acknowledge you. So step out of hiding if you are hiding, if you were hiding. Don't do that anymore. Show your skills, show your talents to the world, show who you are, what you can do, what you can mean, and also do that for yourself. So let the light shine on the things that you need for yourself, because sometimes you hide those away, because sometimes you think, no, that is selfish. No, that is not important because it's about me, and then people will think it's only about me. And sometimes it has to be about you, Leo. In this case, yes, it's time that you shine. And I'm going to get this light away because it's really annoying me. I'm having a light on my phone, and I'm going to edit the coloring in the video. It's really annoying me because of the glare on the cards. So that is that. Now, the next card on top of that is, this will sustain you. And what will sustain you in this, coming out of hiding, in this road to success, is having a clear object, is having a goal, is having a purpose, and focusing your attention towards that purpose. If you really see, this is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is standing still, is really very focused to where he wants to go, is also very it's very thoughtful of the next step that he needs to take. In this case, it's a woman, but doesn't matter, not gender-based, this reading, yes? And so there is a prize on the horizon that you have set for yourself, a goal you have set for yourself, a purpose you are following. It's there, you're looking at it, and you are considering the next step. And then when you take that next step, you can consider the next step. So it is also telling you what will sustain this beautiful shining sun is doing things in a step-by-step way, because you can't do everything at once, and Rome wasn't built in a day either. So that's something to remind yourself of if you want to go too fast. Now the card beneath here, the Six of Cups, this is what your intuition wants you to know. And your intuition wants you to know to trust on your emotions, but also sometimes I feel it's about trust the things you learned from past experiences. The Six of Cups is often a nostalgia card. It speaks of, things were better in the past, the grass is greener on the other side, that sort of energy, memory energy as well. But for here, your intuition wants you to know that, the lessons that you learned from the past are going to serve you well. They are going to help you bring this sun about. So really listen to them, and you will probably feel them in your body. Cups is the emotions, the deep grounded and the deep-rooted feelings that you have inside of you, that deep inner knowing. And you have to trust those messages from your body. So that will help you make these next steps, because these instinctive hits, these intuitive hits, they will guide you. And they are coming from lessons learned in past experiences. And those experiences can be good or bad. That is not really what this card is about here, in this position, in this spread. It doesn't have to do with that. But if the experiences were bad, lessons were learned, for sure. If the experiences were good, also lessons were learned. And those are the lessons you take along on your path. Now the next card, and I really have to go to my cheat sheet, so add a dash of this, a potion, a magic potion. This is the magic potion that is going to keep you on track to go after that shining sun, to go after coming out of hiding, to go after success. And it is creativity. Add a bit of creativity, a bit of play, but focus on that creative process. There is a lot of focus here. There is a transformation going on. There's lots of butterflies. They are a symbol for transformation, for big inner transformation. That is what is happening to you, most probably here with the sun in the middle. Yes, big transformation going on, and has been going on. You can focus on that transformation by being creative and let that creativity come out, because maybe you have stifled that creative energy for a while. Maybe you haven't focused on it. Maybe you thought, if I focus on doing something creative, again, I am being selfish. I'm only thinking about myself. And that's something that you have to set and put away and put it out of your head, Leo, because you really can transform. The potion lies in the focus on being creative. And being creative doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make big paintings or you have to do pottery or something like that. It can be simply, be creative in your solutions to certain events or to certain situations you're dealing with, and handle them with a bit of an open mind and creativity, and with lots of focus. And from that transformational point of view that you're going to be able to see now. So that's a good card to have there. The next card is, this is what you're ready to see. The Seven of Pentacles. And that's a beautiful card to have. What you're ready to see, your guides want you to know, is that you're ready to see results. Because you are reaping results. And maybe you haven't seen them really, or you haven't realized fully that really you have been creating this garden for yourself and this tree, and you have been taking care of this tree, taking care of your soul process, as it were, that process that is so deep that you cannot really see it. But your guides want you to know that you are making progress, and you are starting to see the results of that deep inner work, that transformation that's going on, that coming out of hiding and shining. You are starting to see the results. You will start to see the results. That is ready for you, that you start to realize that yes, everything you do has results and will bring you results. So that is very good to have here as well. So I cannot see any card here that is bad, really, for the moment. This is what needs to be healed. So this is ready to be healed, the 10 of Cups. I feel this is a past relationship. Now, I don't know with whom. It can be an intimate partner relationship. It can be a family relationship. Some kind of relationship needs to be healed, it has fallen away. What the reason is of it falling away, I don't know, because the cards don't tell me that. They are not, I'm not going specifically into that. But it's a relationship and it brought hurt, it brought sorrow. It needs to still be grieved. It needs, because without giving it time to grieve and to mourn this loss, you cannot heal, and you are ready to start that grieving process so that you can heal now. That is this 10 of Cups for me, and that will bring in a new cycle as well. That will bring in a more healed version of yourself. Healing process you really needed to bring out this shine that you have, this light, this brightness, this beautiful, this is success also, this beautiful soul shining through. And that healing process also needs to be done so that you can shine as well again, so that you can feel, this is also you shining for yourself and within yourself also speaks about, having your self-esteem back, having self-confidence back, having self-worth, feeling worthy, feeling deserving. That is all that this card also entails. And some things, because that coming through that energy, some things here need to be healed still. So yeah, then create stability and balance with this. The Justice card. So you can create a little bit more stability within yourself by looking at things a little bit more objectively. So when there's a lot of emotion involved, I feel that sometimes you lose yourself and you lose track of where you're aiming at, and losing track of that sense of self that you have, that deep sense of self. And that, when you don't have that inner balance, or when you don't have that inner, more a fair looking at the world, you may also lose a little bit of that healing process, because you need a little bit of a more balanced perspective, a more neutral perspective. Now, neutral is very hard to do. Objectivity is very hard. I don't believe that we can ever be fully objective. It's impossible, but you can bring a little bit more, calmed to the inner turmoil that was the result of certain things that happened here that needed to be healed from this relationship here. That turmoil is now ready to be calmed down, to be a little bit more evened out through the healing process, but also through being a little bit more, creating a little bit more distance between you and the emotion, the deep-seated emotion, because you really need to have a little bit more inner calm and inner peace. But it's ready here. That will help to balance things out here, for sure. This here is ready to be unlocked. The Four of Pentacles is ready to be unlocked. And this is really, I feel in this reading, they're speaking about financial security, really. It feels like finally you're going to be feeling more secure about your finances and your resources. And resources is not only money and finances, but it's part of it, isn't it? But other resources, maybe there's also, a more solid sense of who your support group is. Who are the supportive people in your life? Which ones are there? Sometimes you also have to protect yourself, because this card can also speak, especially here, with this rails or this sort of fence with the locks on. There is a bit of self-protection there. So this is also ready to be unlocked. You are so, you are also ready to say no to people, so that you can protect your energy, you can protect your resources, which is also energy, is also a resource. Sometimes you give way too much to other people, and then you are depleted of your own energy. Now, you're not going to do that. This is ready to be unlocked, to say no. Now, it's not really, I'm going to come back to boundaries, because there's another card, and that's this one, the Emperor, that speaks about boundaries. And I feel that really here, this also speaks about boundaries, but also speaking about having the resources to create those boundaries and to hold up those boundaries in front of other people that would deplete you, or situations that would really that would go against your grain, really, against your whole being. You're no longer there for that. You're no longer there to pretend. And to pretend in relationships, to pretend in certain situations. You're not here for that anymore. That is that transformation that is going on, but that's also your light, your self-worth, your self-esteem coming through, your light shining through. And then you have sometimes to say no, and you stay behind the locked fence. This is really like a metaphor. There is a coach who works with healthy boundaries for kind people. And she uses the metaphor as from boundaries like a garden. And then she says that the fence is representing the boundaries. There are people that you will let into your garden behind the fence, and they are okay, and you're okay with that. But there are people that you need to keep outside of the fence. They can be in your world, but they cannot be in your closest circle. They cannot be within the fence circle, which is the circle closest to you, if that makes sense, because maybe I'm rambling here, but I hope it makes sense. But know that this is ready to be unlocked. Your resources, financially, yes, but also the possibility to say no and to protect what is your energy and what is yours. Then the last card from this side is this wants more of your time. Now, this is a weird card to have here, the Devil, because the Devil speaks of being trapped. But I feel that really this Devil, because it says this needs more of your time, needs to be read like that. So what needs more of your time is to loosen yourself from the strings of people who try to manipulate you. And to learn to see through that manipulation. I'm going to leave that card like this because it's really like that. It didn't come out reversed, I know, but I just, it hits me like that, and it hits me really hard like that. So I'm going to keep it like that. Usually I would turn the card again in the right position, but this needs more of your time. Also, what needs more of your time, and then I can say it like that as well. So that is that keep away from those manipulative people. You don't need those people. You don't need that manipulation in your life. That is wasted time, wasted energy. And, focus on learning who is manipulating you and who is doing that. Because if you do that and you give that a little bit of time, you can sort of start to detangle you from these webs here. Because look, really, if you look at close, it's a spider and there's webs, and you're sort of stuck in those webs. Like this, reversed, it's getting you loose out of these manipulative webs. This is really a card of manipulation, especially in this reading. But because your sun is coming out, that also means that you need to take the time to undo this web, where you may have been stuck in for a while, not seeing that you have been manipulated. And usually, that is normal that you don't see it, because people who are in manipulative relationships, which I call toxic relationships, and especially with narcissistic or emotional abuse, usually they don't know until a certain point, but they usually don't know that they are being manipulated, that they are being played, that they are being gaslighted, lied to, plain and simple. They don't know that. And maybe that was one of the things that has happened to you. And now, because of this card, because of this sun coming through, and because also you are focusing on that growth, that transformation, you also start to see how you were being manipulated, and you are loosening yourself up, because there may have been a wake-up call where it suddenly dawned on you, this is not healthy, this is really not good for me, and I need to get unstuck from this web. And that needs more of your time. So if there is still some feeling that some people are manipulating you, first of all, you're going to be aware of it, because of this card, you're going to really keep these people out of this fence and not inside this fence, and really lock the fence for those people, yes? And yeah, so if you have been manipulated, then really you are going to know it, realize it, and start to untangle yourself. Let's go to this side. Okay. This is, I'm going to read this card as a reversed card as well, like this, because it is in an I never can say that word the first time, antagonizing position, because it says, lay down this sword to end the battle. So I'm going to read it like this, but I'm going to leave it like that because it was in an obstacle position, really. So the World card here is really, it has a lot to do with that manipulation, because sometimes when we are in these toxic situations or relationships, what we do is we fight back with a sort of manipulation, with a sort of toxicity as well. It's called a reaction to a certain form of abuse. We react to it not in a very good way, not in a way that is good for us, for our soul, for ourselves. And that is what you need to lay down. This is what you need to stop doing. But sometimes when we have been in such a relationship that has been manipulative, sometimes it's hard to lay down the automatic reaction that you have, because it's a learned behavior, it's a conditioning, yes? And now you can let that weapon go, so you don't need to be defensive, you don't need to be reactive, you don't need to create disharmony. Also, you don't need to withdraw anymore, because sometimes one of those reactions are withdrawal from the world, so that you don't have to see those people, you don't have to be in confrontation with people or a situation or events. But that is what you no longer have to do now. You can really let yourself shine and be who you truly are and not hide anymore. So the weapon of hiding, or the weapon of being reactive or defensive, you don't need to use that anymore. You can lay that down now. It doesn't fit your world anymore because of this sun, and because you are transforming. Now, this is another card that is something that you have to let go of, because it doesn't serve you anymore, it doesn't fit you anymore. And this speaks about holding on to the past. So the past is gone. Now, the past will influence you, of course it will. You will also have memories that you will have a hard time to letting go of, and some memories will stay with you. I'm not speaking about good memories here, I'm speaking about hard times, yes? But it's time to not hold on to them too much, because when you hold on to them, you cannot see what is in front of you. And you need to be focused on what is in front of you with this Knight of Pentacles. You need to be focused on that creativity and, letting yourself come out and shine. So that means that those things that are in the past, let them be in the past. Of course, they will pop up again in your memories, yes. But you can give them the importance that they deserve, and that is not too much. And say, yes, it happened. Forgive yourself that it happened, because mostly, we don't have to forgive. I am not a believer in forgiving our perpetrators or people that were bad to you. I'm not like too woo-woo about that, forget it. But I am a believer in forgiving yourself for being entangled in this web. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive yourself for, sometimes being reactive and being maybe even, doing nasty stuff back because you were reacting in a defensive way. Forgive yourself for that and look in the future, look ahead, what is, or maybe now still, because you're holding these flowers. These are beautiful flowers that come also from the past, but that you can take along on your journey, because your journey from the past is not all bad. Not everything was bad. Beautiful things, hold on to them and take them along on your journey. Take them along on in this process of transformation. That's very important. But shed the things from the past that don't serve you. Now here, this is what is ruling you, the Two of Pentacles. So this energy is going to be present here this year in this developing that more self-worth, you shining bright, you having success and feeling successful, and then successful is a feeling, not in, you know, gaining a lot of money or being like the CEO of a company or something like that. No, it's just a feeling, you know, feeling good with who you are, and knowing that you are a good person and that you have certain qualities and skills and talents that are beautiful. And that is what success is about. That is what you have to let shine. And you can deal with all the bullshit that is going to be thrown at you in this next couple of months, because there will still be some bullshit that is going to come your way. Now, the Two of Pentacles, you're balancing here on top of that hill, and you're dealing with it, infinity, because we will always have obstacles coming our way. We will always have to surpass certain hurdles, bumps in the road. I mean, that is normal, but you can handle that. You can handle them. Look, she's handling, and she's standing on one leg easily, with ease. And even in precarious situations, this person, this individual handles whatever comes her way. And on top of that, there is this consideration that you have, this pondering, what can I do with this? So there comes something is thrown at you and you need to deal with it. You're going to ponder. You're not going to just jump in and take action, but you're going to seriously ponder, okay, how can I do this? What is best for me to do? How can I handle this in the best way possible? And you're going to consider your options, your pros, your cons. You're weighing your options as well, but you can handle it. And that's a very good card to have. So I spoke about boundaries again here when we were speaking about this Four of Pentacles. And yes, here we have the Emperor. Create boundaries with this. Now, the Emperor is a strong card. So what your guides want you to know is that you can do this boundary thing. And boundaries are difficult, especially if you're kind, especially if you're a people pleaser. And people pleasing is, you know, not having any boundaries really. So this card asks you to have boundaries and to just, you know, bite down on the boundaries. If you are saying, no, this is where it ends, this is my limit, stick with it. Stick with the limit. Put your foot down, be the Emperor. Be in charge of your boundaries. Don't let people break them. You have been doing things enough things for all these people. Your boundaries have been broken several times. You have maybe not have had any boundaries, but now you are going to be the king of boundaries here, the Emperor. A crown, biting down on it, you're going to be really firm. And this firmness in believing in yourself, that whatever boundary it is that you're setting, that is a good boundary to have. Believe that and stand by it. And that's going to help you with your boundaries. I hope that makes sense. Now, this wants to be crystal clear. Now, this King of Wands, I love that card because in another deck, I think it is in the Light Seer's Tarot, there's a lion there. There's a man holding a wand, and there's a lion. Here you have this woman with all the red, the fiery color, and all this fire coming out of her wand, where it's sort of stardust. So that creativity. Again, this is what is crystal clear. You are very creative, and you have to believe. This is what your guides want you to know. You have to believe in your own strength, in the creative strength, in your own passion, in your own enthusiasm. Believe in yourself, because you have all this power to manifest good things in your world, and you can, but you have to believe it. So become this King of Wands. Believe that you are this King of Wands. And this is the female King of Wands in this card. There are two kings. There's a female and a male represented King of King of Wands and for all the kings in this deck. But this is the female one. So the female, there is a lot of yin energy besides the fire energy, which is very yang. There is also the yin there. So there is the male and the female energy, and it's all there. And use it to your advantage. Be this king, this female king of wands. Create, manifest, you can do it. Anything you tackle, you can handle. That's a little bit this as well, the Two of Pentacles here. Anything that comes your way, you can handle, but you can also manifest better things for yourself, better people in your world, more supportive people, more supportive situations and events into your world. So the beautiful cards. Now, the last three cards, I always keep these three for last. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm doing. This is ready to be communicated, the Queen of Pentacles. And again, this is very reminiscent of the Seven of Pentacles. Again, a garden, but of course this queen is very much more powerful. Here you're starting to see results of all the things you're doing, of this transformation, of this, you coming out of hiding. There will be results, good results. There will also be financial things. There will be your guides tell you that there will be resources available to you. Look at the garden. You will be able to manifest more abundance in your life, whether that is monetary, whether that's more joy, more pleasure, more good stuff in your life. You're going to be capable to do that, to create that and to bring that into your life. Your guides are communicating this with you right now, and they're telling you to aim for this, the High Priestess. So aim for this, and this is the most intuitive card of this deck. The High Priestess, there's the Moon. Moon speaks about intuition. It also speaks about trust your feelings, trust your gut instincts, trust them. Because you have knowledge that you didn't know you have behind the curtain, and you see that this woman is now slowly going behind the curtain. Behind the curtain lies information that you already have at your disposal, but you didn't know you had it. But you are going to be able to see it now. So this is what you need to aim for. Aim for connecting to the gut knowing, the deep inner knowing of your body wisdom, also ancestral knowing, like more archetypal knowing that comes with you, that sits in your bones, and that you have, that you know deep inside, but maybe you have lost the connection to it a little bit. Reconnect to that, because aim for this, to bring more of this in your life as well, because that will lead you. Whenever you feel like you're lost a bit, whenever you feel like you have to take up this sword, this shield again, this withdrawal again, this reactive or this defensiveness again, whenever you're stuck in memories of the past, in the bad memories, and you cannot see the good, that's when you have to connect to the King of Wands, to that Emperor as well, to the Queen of Pentacles, to the High Priestess, but also to the Sun. So beautiful, beautiful energy for you, Leo. Now, the last card here is make a wish on this. And that is the Four of Cups reversed. I'm just going to see like this. Now, like this, the card speaks of protection, but also boredom, or of not seeing things. Of not seeing where help is, of not seeing further than whatever is within this sort of beam that's coming out in the shadow. And this is make a wish for this. I feel that this is you wishing to see further than your nose is long. Because if you connect to that intuition, you will be able to see way ahead to where you need to be headed, because you are going by instinct and not by rational overthinking and going around in circles. You're just going with your gut instinct. So yeah, because this is cups, that's already related to the emotions, but because it's reversed, I'm saying look further than, just what you know, and go with the instinctive knowing from the High Priestess, because that is going to bring you along. It's going to bring you also a vision. It's going to help you with this vision, with this, focus on the prize, on the future, that goal that you set for yourself, the intentions that you have set. And yeah, it will also, like this, it will take away the shadow so that you can shine, that you're not withdrawing, because sometimes this card speaks of withdrawing. So make a wish on the fact that, you know, that you have the courage to withdraw from being in the shade and being in the dark and be hiding yourself. That is another wish you can make. And that will bring you out of hiding, that will bring you in the sunlight, and that will bring back, you know, that will enhance this creativity, that will make everything much clearer. Okay, I have a snoring dog here as well that you are hearing probably. It's very hot, so we are all inside together in the air conditioning because it is sweltering hot. Really, today is better. Yesterday it was impossible. That's why yesterday I was meant to do this reading. Yesterday couldn't do anything. It was too hot to even move my little toe. Okay, Leo, that's it. That's really not of your concern now, is it? But I just wanted to say that. Now, thank you for being here, Leo. I hope you subscribe to my channel. That's always nice if you subscribe, if you give me a like, if you leave a comment, if you share this with other people. Know that on TikTok I do short readings, daily readings here on the YouTube Shorts as well. But mostly the dailies or other short readings are on my TikTok. So check it out if you want to. Check it out, my other videos here. And don't forget, this is for Leo Sun, Rising and Moon signs. And if you are another moon sign, then and you're Leo Sun and you're here and you say, it doesn't really resonate, go and have a look there because, yeah, you may resonate better. So that's it for now. Thank you for being here again, Leo, and speak soon. Bye for now.